There has been a lot of talk in the UK about sanctioning Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich. Now, he says that he is putting the club on the market. Let's get more on this with Miguel Delaney, chief football writer at The Independent. Miguel, thanks for joining us tonight on this. Sanctions really coming down to bear on Roman Abramovich. Why is he doing this now, right now?
Well, I mean, for two potential reasons. One, obviously, is the threat of sanctions, which have now been brought up by three Labour MPs, including the leader of the party, Keir Starmer, in Prime Minister's Question Time today. Now, Boris Johnson's answer to that would suggest that actually sanctions might not be as quick as people expect, but obviously it pretty much it's put a lot of pressure that has created this situation. But secondly, of course, there's also, given what the panel has been talking about and the effect on the Russian economy, and given how much of Abramovich's personal fortune is still wrapped up in Russia, I think I was told today it's still something like 40% is based on industry in Russia. Basically, his own liquidity is being affected. So I would say both of these factors have combined to create the situation that would have been unimaginable even a week ago. And now Chelsea, after 19 years, I mean, obviously football pales next to the real world consequences of this, but just as the invasion is reshaping the global landscape, it's reshaping the game, because it's not an exaggeration to say that Roman Abramovich has been one of the most influential figures in the history of football. He's had that much effect, given how much he changed the dial, or given how much his wealth changed the dial.
Yeah, Miguel, what does all of this now mean for the club?
Probably not too much, actually, because I mean, Chelsea ultimately are, in the language of American sports business, a blue chip sports franchise. Football is the most commercially popular sport in the world by far. Chelsea are a Champions League club. They were involved in the plans for the Super League last year, so they are seen as a quote unquote super club. Abramovich has had a lot of interest in the last few years. I think in the last 2 years alone, he's rejected two offers. One for $2.5 million from Todd Boehly, who is a part owner of the LA Dodgers. Now, Boehly looks like he could buy the club again, but more in his favour, because while Abramovich has rejected those offers before, what he wanted now, and what Chelsea would get in normal circumstances, are $3 billion. But all of these factors, of course, have combined to create a pressure on Abramovich to have this unprecedented situation where he is saying the club is up for sale and weakening his hand. And what all that has done has meant that Chelsea, a club that could feasibly be worth $3 billion, whoever buys it, which looks at the moment like it's going to be Boehly's consortium, they could be got for a knockdown price of maybe under $2 billion, which shows the kind of how drastic this situation is. Well, so I wouldn't have too much concern for Chelsea as a club going forward, but certainly it will. We won't see what we've got used to, which is Abramovich spending a lot of that wealth every summer and pretty much buying success for the club.
Yeah, and seeing how that influences the whole game. We'll leave it there. My thanks, Miguel Delaney, for joining us on that.